Between rolling hills and dense woods, there lived a woman named Sarah. Her quaint cottage, surrounded by wildflowers, seemed like a haven from the world. Little did she know, a sinister secret lurked in the shadows. One stormy night, with rain tapping persistently on her window panes, Sarah was alone, engrossed in a book by the flickering light of her fireplace. The sound of the rain intensified, creating a rhythmic backdrop to her solitude. As the hours passed, an unsettling feeling crept over her, a sensation that she was being watched. Trying to shake off the unease, Sarah continued to read, but the tapping of the rain seemed to morph into whispers, soft voices that echoed through the empty rooms. She dismissed it as her imagination, blaming the eerie ambience on the storm outside. As midnight approached, the whispers grew more insistent, forming words that sent a chill down Sarah's spine. They spoke of forgotten sins, of a darkness that had long been concealed. The atmosphere in the cottage thickened, and Sarah felt a presence, an unseen entity that moved through the shadows. Terrified, she decided to seek refuge in the neighboring town. As she gathered her things, the whispers escalated into anguished cries, a cacophony that reverberated through the cottage. Sarah hesitated at the door, fear paralyzing her. She reached the safety of the town, her heart pounding with a mixture of terror and relief. In the days that followed, Sarah couldn't escape the memory of that haunting night. She sought solace in the company of friends, but the whispers persisted, lingering in the corners of her mind. Determined to unravel the mystery, Sarah delved into the town's history. She discovered a dark tale of betrayal and tragedy, a story of a soul wronged and seeking redemption. The whispers led her to an abandoned cemetery on the outskirts of Black Hollow, where a forgotten gravestone bore the name of the tormented spirit. In a ritual of appeasement, Sarah offered her condolences and asked for forgiveness. The whispers gradually subsided, replaced by a profound stillness. The rain, no longer a harbinger of dread, became a cleansing force, washing away the lingering sorrow. Sarah, forever changed by the spectral encounter, moved away from Black Hollow, leaving the whispers behind. The town, now free from the grip of the vengeful spirit, returned to its peaceful existence. The rain continued to fall, but the whispers were silenced, lost in the echoes of a night that blurred the line between the living and the dead. At the edge of a dense forest, a chilling tale unfolded on a rainy night that left its residents in perpetual unease. Mark, a young man known for his skepticism, would soon become a believer in the supernatural. It was a stormy evening, rain cascading down like a relentless cascade. Mark, always fascinated by the eerie ambience of storms, decided to take a solitary walk through the town. The wet streets glistened under the dim glow of streetlights, and the sound of raindrops tapping on his umbrella created a soothing melody. As he strolled past an old Victorian house, Mark noticed a flickering light in an upstairs window. Intrigued, he dismissed it as a trick of the shadows and continued his walk. However, as he moved away, the flickering light seemed to follow, dancing in the corner of his vision. Curiosity getting the better of him, Mark decided to investigate. The rain intensified, creating a disorienting veil that veiled the town in mist. He approached the Victorian house and hesitantly climbed the creaking steps to the front door. To his surprise, the door swung open with an eerie creak, revealing a dimly lit interior. The flickering light now emanated from the upstairs hallway. Against his better judgment, Mark ventured inside, his umbrella dripping rainwater onto the faded carpet. The house, though seemingly abandoned, bore the weight of forgotten memories. Dust-covered furniture stood frozen in time, and the air was thick with an ancient mustiness. Mark ascended the staircase, the flickering light drawing him like a moth to a flame. The flickering light, now revealed to be an antique lantern, hovered in the center of the room. Mark felt a sudden drop in temperature, and the air became charged with a palpable energy. A voice, soft and distant, whispered indistinct words that sent shivers down his spine. Suddenly, the rocking chair ceased its gentle motion, and the lantern's light flared. Mark watched in horror as spectral figures materialized around him, their eyes fixed on him with an intensity that pierced his soul. The whispers grew louder, a chorus of long-forgotten voices seeking acknowledgement. In a panic, Mark stumbled backward, trying to escape the room. The door slammed shut with a force that seemed to defy the laws of nature. The figures advanced, their ethereal forms blocking his path. The room filled with an otherworldly glow as the lantern flickered wildly. Terrified and cornered, Mark closed his eyes and uttered a plea for release. The rain outside drummed against the windows like a desperate heartbeat. When he opened his eyes, the spectral figures were gone and the room was enveloped in an unsettling silence. Mark, shaken to his core, fled the Victorian house, the rain outside now a torrential downpour. The lantern's flickering light remained etched in his memory, a haunting reminder of a night when the line between the living and the dead blurred in the relentless rain. To this day, Mark is reluctant to speak of his eerie encounter, but the townsfolk of Ashbourne still share hushed whispers about the haunted Victorian house that comes alive on stormy nights, its flickering lantern casting an ethereal glow through the rain-soaked streets.